All right, good morning, everybody. We're back over here to our road project. I got the majority of this cleared through here yesterday. We got a few trees to cut up this morning and get that cleaned up. I'll let Robert run the dozer through here and rake this. And I'm gonna head out into the field, go down that tree line, clean that up a little bit, and then start punching a road through the woods on the other side, up there to the other road that I have to tie into. So I'll show you that when we get over there. Let's clean up trees down here. These are the last few that I took down yesterday before I left. Stuff sorted through, cleaned up. Doesn't want to break up. Up hauling all this stuff out there to that field over here to my right, piling it up out there and burning it there. That way it can sit there for a little while and dry, burn a little bit better, get out of the way. Cut that bad spot out.
It's number 4.
You're gonna have to cut that rotten spot out. There's a big rotten spot in the log, and cut that out. Knock a little of this clay off, and then by the time it dries and we load them, haul them, and dump them, the rest of it should fall off. getting this stuff cleaned up, and I'll go down there and start taking more trees down. All right, everything is cleared for the path here now. I just got to finish cleaning up this stuff and getting it thrown over here to the edge. Robert's bringing the dozer down here. I'm gonna let him kind of rake all this stuff, kind of level it up a little bit better, so that we come through here with the dump truck, it's not quite as bumpy, and we don't mix all this crap in with the dirt that I'm trying to build a road out of. So I'm gonna clean this little bit of stuff up right here, and then kind of make my way down there to where the road goes back into the woods, and kind of assess what I'm getting into down there. So I made it down here to the field. I'm gonna run down the edge of the field where the ditch is, clean out all the trees that are growing up in that, so that I can kind of define that ditch a little bit better and make sure the road drains like it should. So I'm just gonna pile this up into piles out here, and we can push it over there to wherever I do the burn pile with the dozer. The fastest and the simplest thing to do. So I'm just gonna make some piles the size that the dozer can push. Out. Just over the years, the edge of the field always grows up in trees. Everything just gets all overgrown, and the ditch gets clogged up with leaves and sticks and doesn't drain well. Rip all this stuff out. Make everything better. That one to dig that one up. Stumper attachment, but it's way up there. You can see that this is going to put up a fight. I just wait for the big excavator. I don't want to leave just one little stump here, because everything else looks like it's just bushes. Fight though. Stump on it bigger than the pine trees I've been taking down. I guess being in the ditch and got plenty of runoff, make it grow. vines. It still amazes me how vines grow up trees like that. Like, it's not even attached, but it's all the way to the top of the tree. Like, how did it get up there? I mean, I understand the ones that climb up the side of the tree, but like these grapevines are from the ground straight to the top. Yeah, this mess that's been over at some point in time and taken over by vines. Working my way down the ditch right here, getting this mess cleaned up and piled into a pile here. All right, so I got all that tree line cleared. We're just gonna pile it up out here in the field and burn that. Robert's kind of raking that old ditch line through here. Road's gonna come out, come into the field, and then hook back, go back through here, and then tie back in there where the machine is. We were thinking about possibly doing it over there, but I'd have to clear all those trees, and then that trash dump's right there, and we're getting kind of close to the property lines, and we're trying to leave a buffer there to kind of block that as well. So I think we're going to come down the edge of the field, and we'll regrade all this. Road will sweep through here and then curve around where the machine's at, and then go back into the woods where it'll tie into another road over there. But this section right here is going to be a little iffy. I feel like this could possibly get a little bit wet through here. I did push a spot in here with the skid steer last time I was working, just to kind of see what the dirt looked like. It's not terrible, but road's going to kind of come through here, and there's some pink ribbons. There's one right there, and it just kind of takes off straight through that area right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start ripping some of this stuff out, get this brush pushed out of the way, and drop some of these trees down and get this section right here opened up. Well, making my way into the woods over here now, taking these hardwood trees down. They're putting up a little bit of a fight. I didn't think these poplar trees would put up such a struggle to dig up, but I do have the stumper, but I think I need it for this one. But I might have to. Just dug around. Robert's cutting them up as I kind of drag them out. Do this till lunchtime, then I'll probably bring the truck down here now that I have a spot cleared to haul the brush to for the burn pile. We can kind of park the truck in here, and I just kind of load it out as we go. Way kind of create a little bit more open space, and my brush piles don't add up so much. Plus, it'll give him something to do while waiting on me to take more trees down. Timber. can haul the hardwood pulpwood off ourselves. I got connections at the mill that takes that, so we can haul that on our trailer. Most of these places you have to have a tractor trailer to get into. They won't take, you know, smaller loads, and you need to be a logger, but I know the owner of that one, and he lets me slide in there and drop some off, which we also bring almost 20 tons on a trailer load, so it's almost a tractor trailer load anyways. Most places won't allow the general public or people to come in and drop that off. Other places that do, it's not even feasible to haul it. Let me just go ahead and break that off. Alright, keep clearing through the woods. Alright, so we drove the off-road truck down here to load out a little bit of brush, so we make a little bit more room back here and kind of clean up things. Now that I have a spot where we're going to burn at, we can load some into the truck and get rid of the stuff we've already hauled. 2 loads, we load number 3. The work area up a little bit. I get these brush piles out of the way. Start taking some more trees down. Get those cut up. We should be able to get this road cleared through this section today, I hope. It's not that much farther to go, but it always takes more time than you think sometimes. Knock some more trees down and make some more brush. Well, getting closer to later in the afternoon. We've made really good progress. I'm about 50 feet from the end with the clearing here. Take down a few more trees. Of course, they're starting to get pretty dense right here, I guess, where they got more sunlight. There's a lot more trees. So it's going to take a little bit longer to do this last little section. But I can't complain about the dirt. It's been some really good red clay through here. I'm going to add about 2 feet through here, kind of raise the road up and create ditches. But all in all, this material here doesn't look too bad, so I'll be able to use some of that for the road once we strip everything and get it cleaned up. Let's go ahead and drop this right here. Let it go, let it fall, pick it up. Drop it, knock a little bit of dirt off of it. other ones. Knock a few more down. Rubber needs to get on over here and start cutting some of this up. I'm running out of room. Get a few more down. Alright, this is going to be the last load for today. Load some more of this brush out. Get the dump truck to kind of open up our path a little bit more. Might get one more after this. I'm about out of fuel. I don't like running equipment down low on fuel, but the truck's way over there and the fuel trailer's even farther away, so gonna baby it here and not get on any slopes. One more and we'll finish the day out. Looking good though. All right, got my last load of brush there, ended up getting one more, and that's all the stuff right through here. We got some more down there on the end. We're gonna call it a day, but was able to get that last section up there cleared down the ditch line, and then all the way through this section right here done today. We still got a few more trees to take down along the edge, and probably take down a couple more right here. I've got to be able to get a ditch down this side right here and a culvert under this somewhere. We're going to raise this up about 2 feet with dirt, 18 inches, 2 feet, whatever it works out to be, to build the road up to kind of get a ditch over there. But yeah, I just got to make sure that we have enough room on each side to be able to get one cut in there. So we'll figure that out tomorrow, get this wood out of here and get all this bladed over with the dozer. It's going to be a little bit of a mess right here. I might have to take that tree down just to get a ditch cut through here, because just I guess when they cleared that field they just pushed everything over here, and it's kind of created a little bit of a mess right here. All right, full load of brush heading out.